Today we are touring the Carolina Treehouse in North Carolina. I'm actually filming this talking part right now in Canada because I didn't like the original clip that I shot. So now we are here. This is a romantic treehouse just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. I especially loved all of the outdoor amenities. Everything from the fire pit to the swinging couch to the hammock to the outdoor shower has so much to offer. The interior designer also really crushed it. I think you're going to be very impressed with what you're about to see inside. So ladies and gentlemen, let's now go and start the full tour. This is what you're going to see as soon as you enter the property, and you are truly surrounded by trees on all sides and from up top. I had a lot of fun taking my drone and flying in and out of them while trying not to crash and finding all of these unique angles. With the camera from the ground, you can see just how tall this Airbnb is, especially with those windows in the main section. But let's now fly in over here to the left side, and I'm gonna walk up that same staircase, and it's time to go into some more detail now. Right next to the front entrance, you have these swinging doors reminiscent of entering a salon in the Wild West. And this leads to your outdoor shower. All of your shampoo and conditioner is already there. And you'll see throughout, this is an Airbnb definitely meant for a romantic getaway. Still in the same area, you have this little grill on this corner so you can have a barbecue with your significant other while looking out towards your private pond. Walking further down now onto the deck, this is what you're going to see. And on that far left-hand side, there are these two large, I think I would say boho style outdoor chairs that are very comfortable. There's also this other cool angle of the treehouse. If you look up, you'll notice an additional entrance with those double doors. After the chairs, we're going to look in the opposite direction. I think this is by far one of my favorite outdoor features at the entire property. You have a ton of netting that is built straight into this last section of the deck. And if I walk on down, it's actually pretty sizable. You can very easily fit two people here. So another romantic setting for you and your significant other, maybe for sunset. And it was very comfy. You could, I think, legitimately sleep here if you brought out a pillow. Now that we've covered everything on the main outdoor deck, we're going to look beneath the treehouse, and down here you can find an outdoor swinging bed. I thought it was an outdoor couch or maybe a chair, but this is actually a full-size mattress. And if you look above all of this, there's a couple of string lights just to add to the ambiance. Next, right in front of the treehouse, this is your nice fire pit setup. There are some tiki torches, two Adirondack chairs, and this is your first glimpse of your private pond. And the fire is all good to go, and in the background you can see the Airbnb amongst the trees. Finally, before we head inside to the treehouse, I'll briefly show off this huge dock on the other side of the property. It's another one of the many outdoor spaces that you can come here to relax in and enjoy. And if I zoom out with the drone, you'll notice those string lights there in the top right-hand corner, and that is the treehouse, so you can see just how deep it is tucked away in the woods. This pond is also a completely private pond, not shared with any other Airbnbs, but that will do it for everything on the exterior. So I'm now going to open up this door, and it's time to explore the interior. This is what you're going to see upon first glance: your bedroom, the bathroom currently straight ahead, and now your kitchen, which is right next to the entrance door, which we are going to head to first. I absolutely loved all of the different color schemes in this kitchen, especially that gorgeous white brick backsplash, and just look at those tiles that make up the floor. Despite this Airbnb being on the smaller side, I found it all to be quite well stocked. You can find a bunch of pots and pans, cooking essentials, and other condiments down below beneath the sink. Let's now get a little closer to the counter, and you can see this mini stovetop with two burners, your coffee maker, and pretty much everything else can be found out there in the open on those shelves, including some decorations on the top shelf. In this corner, you can find a golden faucet in your sink, I think this is a bit of a farmhouse style to the kitchen overall, and it was very well done. Moving on after the kitchen, we're now going to look to the right towards this green wall, and I'm going to slide back this door, and we'll walk on in eventually to your bathroom. Looking on this one end, you have this lovely sort of old school looking sink, and the blue paint job that we just saw in the kitchen continues also in the bathroom. Opposite of that is your toilet with some cute wallpaper. And of course, it wouldn't be a romantic treehouse without some bathrobes, and yes, I still have clothes on. Let's switch it up now and head over here to this little sitting area near the front door. There's also one key item that I'll point out within that bookshelf, and that is down below this large selection of records. There's probably 20 or 30 records if I recall. I believe I picked an Elvis one, and you can find the record player there on top of this little stool. It's also a great spot for you to do some reading at in the morning. Still in the same area, I just have to point out the huge window wall from within the interior. These windows let in so much natural light, and if you look up top, you have this massive ceiling fan, and they even managed to decorate a lot of that empty wall with some greenery, which definitely adds to it. But that's it for this first half of the treehouse. Let's now move in a little deeper to the rest of the home to see what it has to offer. Next to the sitting area, I'll walk over here to these double doors that we saw earlier, and if I open them up, this will eventually take you back to the outdoor deck, so some easier access if you want to quickly get out there to either those chairs or the netting at the far end. Moving further into the home now, we're gonna go to the bedroom, and basically this entire half of the treehouse is covered in that gorgeous green paint job. Right next to those double doors, there's also this box with a couple of rather large-sized games inside. For the bed itself, it's a queen-size mattress, and I especially really loved that headboard behind the pillows. It feels quite luxurious, not to mention those green and gold lighting fixtures on either side. On top of the bed, there are two green coffee mugs, and I also really liked this do not disturb sign waiting for you on the pillow. Definitely a nice touch, and each nightstand has a little decoration and a coaster. Looking up, you have a white ceiling, but a true statement piece is this chandelier. I mean, just look at this thing. There's even a skylight right above the bed to let in some extra light, and there's this breathtaking wall made out of a bunch of different wood pieces for decoration. In this corner, there's extra blankets and even a couple of baskets for some extra storage space. And this finally is your view you'll wake up to every morning from bed, looking back into the kitchen. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Booking link is down below, and I'll see you very soon for another Airbnb tour.